Right then guys, how's it going? Welcome back to a new video. We were out and about again, having a little walk down the quayside. I thought I'd jump on and have a little bit of a chat about Newcastle United. We'll start with the Arsenal game, but really what we want to talk about is Norwich tomorrow and then Burnley at the weekend. I've done a few of these videos now and you guys seem to quite like them, so I thought I'd jump on and do another one. I did do one last Monday when I was going to get my car sorted. It did pass its MOT, so we've had good news on that. And then I've also been doing them on the way up to the games, but I doubt I'll have a chance to do one tomorrow with it being a Tuesday night kickoff, although I will be there, so be sure to look out for the vlog tomorrow night. Hopefully I'll be celebrating, but we will have to wait and see what happens with that. So, Arsenal. We weren't good. We weren't good. I was extremely disappointed. I think what made it even more disappointing for a lot of fans was the fact that all the train issues, the snow, and people were getting there late, and then they finally got there, and then we got stuffed. And yeah, I mean, a massive big up to all the fans who went down to that game. It was one that I looked at going to and decided not to in the end. So to be honest, I'm quite glad I didn't. And I watched that in the comfort of my own home. But a massive big up to all the Newcastle fans who made that effort. It just shows how good the travelling Newcastle fans are. Yeah, it wasn't great. And to be honest, the reason I'm doing this video today and I didn't do it yesterday is I could have quite easily jumped on and got very angry, to be honest, because we were extremely disappointing. But at the risk of sounding like Steve Bruce once again, there were some positives in the game against Arsenal. I mean, I thought we started better. We did create some chances. Shelvey's shot that got tipped over. We also had a few penalty shouts, whether they were right or wrong. But, you know, if we'd played Arsenal, you know, the way Eddie Howe's, he's been in 3 minutes, and I definitely think had we played Arsenal at the start of the season, we could have easily got thumped 5 or 6-0, to be honest. I think fairness were lost. Arsenal were the better side. They had way more of the ball. But at the same time, I think you've also got to look at where we are and what we've been doing all season. You know, it's not new news that we are bad. You know, we have been bad. If anything, I think we've got slightly better. We're still not good. Attacking wise, we'll make chances now, but defensively we're still horrendous. So, you know, I could have very easily got angry about that Arsenal game, but at the same time, you know, what do you really expect? I think we've scored a goal at the Emirates in about 7 years. So, yes, it wasn't good, especially at the moment where it's all very nerve-wracking, to be honest, because we're bottom of the league. It doesn't look like we've got a win in sight. And then to go and watch us play like that is extremely hard to take. But we have to look forward, and what we look forward to now is Norwich tomorrow night and then Burnley at the weekend. And I'm probably going to just talk about them both as a whole. I'll concentrate on the Norwich game, but really I'm talking about them both, to be honest. There's a metro going by. So Norwich tomorrow night. I mean, it's a big game. It's a really big game, and I don't normally like to say, you know, must win. 6-pointer. I mean, it's definitely a 6-pointer, but I don't normally like to say must win, because at the end of the day, we know what Newcastle are like as well. We'll probably lose against Norwich, beat Burnley, beat Leicester away, and then we've got Manchester United at home, and everyone's going, wow, can we pull off another? I know Matty Longstaff's not here, but you know, we pulled one off there, you know, and but I just think that the biggest thing as well is that we're playing Norwich and Burnley, two teams who are down there with us. If we're not beating them, then who are beating? And there's a lot of pressure right now. I think if we'd beaten Brentford and we'd got that first win, then it just takes that little, just takes the edge off a little bit. I think not only is it a massive game because we're down in bottom place, not only is it a massive game because we're playing against a relegation rival, but also we still haven't won. We are still the only team in the English league yet to win a game. So that pressure gets even higher. And I've seen, you know, all the the Newcastle guys doing videos, and it's pretty 50-50, I would say, of people who are really doom and gloom and people who are trying to stay as positive as they can, because, you know, ultimately we are into a new manager with Eddie Howe. I would definitely say there's been improvements since he's come in, but at the end of the day, it's still the same players, and it's going to take some time to get them adjusted to how Eddie Howe wants to play, to the tactics, to the ethos, to everything that goes with it. And, you know, in that time, I'm just praying he's got it ready for Norwich tomorrow. You know, he's had 2 days since the Arsenal game to somehow look at all the mistakes we made in that game and tell them how to fix them overnight. Like, Arsenal are a different opposition to what Norwich will be tomorrow, and I'm hoping we are going to have a much better go at it tomorrow than we did against Arsenal. But at the same time, it's trying to change a lot in a small space. If anything, we could have done with, you know, a 2-month international break, so that Eddie Howe could have a really, you know, or just a summer, you know, just an actual chance for him to go out there and give it a really good go with the players. And we've already seen what he's doing with them in training. There's no denying the fact that we have been better. It's just, has he done enough and quick enough in time for this Norwich game? I mean, I did my predictions video yesterday for all the Premier League games, so be sure to go and check that out. You'll see what my scoreline was for this one. As a spoiler, if you don't want to know, switch off now if you want to go watch that predictions video. But ultimately, I went Newcastle win. I went 2-1. Can't see us keeping a clean sheet. We don't know how to do that yet. But what we do know how to do is create a few chances. Again, we've created 3 against Brentford and scored them. We created a few against Arsenal and didn't score them, but we're definitely giving it a go, and I fully expect us to give it a go tomorrow night. I think, again, the pressure is building for the reasons that I mentioned earlier, and I think if we can do something tomorrow night and just take that edge off, we've finally got a win. Maybe we can go on a little run. Maybe we can beat Burnley, you know, at the weekend, and then maybe after that we can go to Leicester away. You know, I went down to the King Power and watched us beat them when Perez lobbed Schmeichel, so, you know, it's definitely doable. And Leicester haven't been having the greatest of times, but sticking with the game in hand, which is tomorrow night, let me know what you think about the game tomorrow and the scoreline, and let me know what you think of the Burnley one as well. Do you think that if we win these 2 games, that's the start of us not getting relegated? Because there's still a long way to go. If we don't win the 2 games this week, is it game over? Because again, that's another reason why I don't like to call things must wins, because, you know, we've seen what Newcastle are the same. You know, Derby had that season where they got like 4 points all season, and 3 of them came from us, because we like to lose games where we should really be not losing, and we like to win games when we've got no right. So to say it's a must win, it's certainly a massive game, and it's certainly a 6-pointer in my eyes. But it's not to say that we can't not get the result we want tomorrow, maybe get the result against Burnley, and then maybe do something, you know, again, I'm trying to keep smiling and stay on the positive side of things, but then you look at December, you know, then it goes Leicester, Manchester United, Man City, Liverpool, Everton. Like, you're looking at that month and you're not really expecting anything, are you? Which is, again, puts even more pressure on the Norwich and Burnley game, because if we don't win these, then everyone's going, well, when are we going to win then? Because it's going to be January. It's going to be January 2nd when we play Southampton, when we might have a chance of winning a game. I'm not ruling this out to do something over these December games, because, as I say, Newcastle like to pull it out of the bag when you don't expect it, but they are tough games, and I think we all know it. Predictions for this week. As I say, I think I've just got to go win them both. I don't think my mental state can handle it right now if we don't, because yeah, it's really tough. And I think the only final bit to mention as well is obviously the January window coming up. A lot of people are saying, oh well, you know, if we don't, that's a Steve Bruce quote for you there, well, you know, if we don't quite make it in the next few, we've got January to look forward to. You know, that's when we'll bring in players, and that's when we're sorted out. But again, that is such a huge issue for us, is that if we don't win these games and we are bottom of the league come January, why would any, you know, people are talking about Ake at Man City, and I mean, if he came on a loan, I'd take it. I'd take anyone right now. But at the end of the day, Why would he get off his comfy seat at Man City and come and fight for us in the bottom place Newcastle? You know, if we were 15th, 16th, then maybe you'll think, oh, well, bit of game time, maybe it's worth going there. But if we're sitting at the bottom, why the hell would he bother? And then you look the other way, at permanent signings. Anyone we'll bring in on a permanent signing is going to be looking over their shoulder going, well, if they're in 20th place, am I going to be in the Championship next season? This is that new Gino's restaurant. It's looking pretty dressed up, and there's a few bridges in the background for you as well. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. As I say, going into January, the big worry there is that if we are in 20th place, people are going to have to sign for us, knowing fine well that they may need to play in the Championship next season. And that is, again, going to really cut down on the amount of people who are going to be interested in coming to us. So it's not just looking to, if we don't manage to get something in these games, will we get relegated? It's also looking at the even bigger picture. If we don't win these games, if we don't have any points by January, that window gets even tougher. And then if we can't get anyone in January, then where are we going to be come the end of the season? So yeah, it's two massive games. I've explained a lot of points about these games of why it's good and bad, but ultimately, you know, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know why 3 points is a good thing. Let me know down below what you think of both Norwich and Burnley. I'm going to go and get myself a drink and warm up because it's absolutely freezing. But thank you for watching as always. If you do enjoy these videos, then be sure to let me know down in the comments. Again, I'll be at the game tomorrow night, so look out for that video tomorrow. There'll be another predictions video this week ready for the weekend, and I will be at Burnley as well. So again, it's two big games. It's hopefully going to be 6 points, and I'll be at them both. So thank you for watching as always, and I'll catch you later.